For me, I had a dream to portray King David around like 4 years ago. I was watching a show called The Chosen.
There's a person around that's never heard of the story David and Goliath, or at least the phrase David and Goliath.
Ultimately, our job with House of David is not to replace the Bible. Our job is to shine lights on it. We can never replace Scripture.
Hello, guys. Thank you so
Hey,
much
buddy.
for your time.
No problem.
Thank
You will?
man.
Very, very well.
Good.
I have to say that I really enjoy what I have seen at the moment. I also watch it with my Bible just to, be following the story. And yeah,
Check it.
it's
Check it.
really faithful to the story.
Oh, that's awesome.
That
Amazing.
was incredible. So using that as a starting point, I want to ask both of you if you have been, I don't know, like I know this question maybe they have been asked like thousands of times, but you were familiar or do you know the story of David before working on the series?
Yeah. For me, I grew up in church, and I knew about the story of David. I mean, I don't remember a time that I didn't know about it. And for me, I had a dream to portray King David around like 4 years ago. I was watching a show called The Chosen about the life of Jesus, and I was crying every episode, and I loved it. And I got all of my family to see it, and they said to me, "Well, if you were on a show like that, who would you play? You know, you're an actor and stuff." And I said, maybe King David. You know, I could play instruments, I could sing a little bit, and they said, "Yeah, maybe." And then fast forward to now, an entire season has been made about his life, and it's truly such a blessing and an honor to get to tell this story. And for me, I always reverted to the Bible. I reverted to First and Second Samuel and to the Psalms, and the truly
Right.
find the heart of David. So yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think for me, buddy, I don't think there's a person around that's never heard of the story David and Goliath, or at least the phrase David and Goliath. So to have the opportunity to play Goliath himself and to bring to life the myth, the man, the original villain was tremendous. And I think it's a show that's much needed. I think there's an audience ready to absorb and to watch and to enjoy. And it's incredible. It's here. You've seen the magnitude of the first three shows. And I will say, from a selfish standpoint and from a sales point, the best is yet to come. Goliath will enter. And I think the show is so incredible. And there's so many different elements. And obviously for me, I have such a connection with my own character, and I can't wait for the audience to see that as well. But everyone involved is in such a special job, and the energy, the response, and the just the overall feel has been incredible.
Taking that that you say, I know that sometimes when you're making series, TV shows, movies like this that are based in a biblical storytelling, but or story, sometimes you take like this artistic freedoms just to make it, um, well, for the audience to engage more with the story and all that. So, what do you hope to the audience will take away from this retelling, and how it differ from previous adaptations?
Well, ultimately, our job with House of David is not to replace the Bible. Our job is to shine lights on it. We can never replace Scripture. But what's really beautiful about telling a story like this on TV is that we can provide context into what it actually took to get a young shepherd boy to go up against a giant. There is so much that happens from point A to point B, and there's so many relationships to discover, and there's so many motivations that need to be understood to understand the true gravity and weight of this specific moment. And I think the creators of the show have truly done an amazing job in casting everyone. I truly believe that everyone is in their perfect position and for a reason. And you know, playing opposite Martyn in that iconic scene, I mean, there is no doubt in my mind that he was meant for this, and he truly brings not only the depth of character but the humanity to Goliath, which is something that is oftentimes overlooked.
And I think what Michael was talking about, the directors and the writers, the writer especially, he has such a connection and passion for the Bible, and the story itself was. We do have as actors some ability to add and to create a character, but we had the words given to us in a sense from such a solid foundation and such respect for the Bible that there was. I don't think there's anything in there that you will watch and absorb that you wouldn't agree with. And I think that was important for the production team. I think they wanted to do a job that was not only entertaining and to create a program that was something that everyone would want to watch, but they also wanted to be very respectful to the origins of the story and the prime consumer, which you know, they will be as educated on the story of David and Goliath and the Bible and King David himself as anyone. So that was a pressure that the writer had, and only someone who has a true understanding and a true passion for the Bible could take that on, and I think that's why John did such an incredible job.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't have time for more, but thank you so much for your time, and thank you, really thank you for your work. You have done a tremendous job, and I, as an audience and as Christian, I really appreciate your work. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, buddy.
God bless. Take care.
Take care.
Change the course of history.